Good morning. It is Tuesday, March the 18th. Good to have you with us. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we're live at the HCCTV studios this morning for Up to the Minute. Nice to have you with us. Back from spring break, another person who was on spring break for a while, but I know he went to the rodeo a few times at least, my co-host, Benji Escobar. Benji, how's it going?
Yes, it's going good. As you said, the rodeo was my stomping ground for spring break, so had a good time. Can't complain.
Yeah, I actually did go. Went on Friday, and we
Oh,
all know what happened
Journey.
on Friday.
Oh, Journey.
Yeah,
Oh,
went to go
man,
see
what?
Journey. Yeah, and then the show starts. They start playing a couple of songs. You're going, this is great. They sound good. We had really good seats, the best seats I've ever had, close to the arena itself, so not
Mhm.
far from the stage. And halfway through, "Don't Stop Believing,"
Yeah.
the music just stopped, and you think it's part of the show because the audience just starts singing in unison. You're like, this is pretty cool. And then they never start singing again
Yeah.
at all.
Hmm.
Lights go down, and you're thinking, well, something's wrong. Then the band gets off and walks all the way across the dirt. They arrive there, they put them in like Cadillacs to arrive. They walk
Yeah.
across the dirt, they leave, and then they announce, show's over, folks. Sorry, there's been an
Yeah.
electrical fire. So everyone was disappointed, but it was still a cool experience. I haven't been to the rodeo in about 20 years. A lot's changed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's that stage. It's crazy that you haven't been in 20 years because that stage is like new and for the past, I want to say 8 years now, but it's a new stage.
Yeah. I
I
wouldn't
mean,
have known.
you've seen it in
So
its glory, man. Those stars, the ends of it, they all like lift up, and
yeah, it's pretty
it's
cool.
really,
Yeah,
yeah.
and not to date myself, but the last time I went to the rodeo, it was the ZZ Top was playing, and it was in the Astrodome. That's how long ago we're talking.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy. So it's been some time. Anyway, we got a great show for you. Tasty Tuesdays coming up. But before we get to that and our very special guest we've got here today, we want to thank everyone who's watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're here just about every morning. HCC is in session live at 10 a.m. And Benji can also catch us in social media anytime and on our cable channel.
Yes, we are live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, but Houston Community College District. We're also on YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV, our own TV channel, where you can catch the rebroadcast of this show at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
We're talking rodeo. Well, our Tasty Tuesday guest has a connection to the rodeo. It's a Houston bakery tradition. Is talking about its offerings for the Houston rodeo. JJ Benka is marketing director for Three Brothers Bakery, and she's our Tasty Tuesday guest. JJ, good to see you.
Good to see you guys. How are you this morning?
We're good. So you guys doing some special things for the rodeo?
We do every year since I was kind of looking back through our stuff to see when we started in the 2013 was
Wow.
kind of when I saw the first big kickoff for our rodeo product. But we've done custom rodeo cakes and everything for decades. We've been around for 75 years. So as long as the rodeo's been here, we've been doing rodeo treats.
Sounds good. We're looking forward to hearing and seeing some of those. I know we got some pictures to show everyone. So, JJ, we'll be back with you in about 10 minutes.
Sounds good?
Okay. I said we have a special guest, and we're going to deliver our Chancellor. Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher's joined us. And it's the first time you're on the new set, right?
Absolutely, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much, and we appreciate you being here. I know you've got some things we want to talk about. First, you were on a Women's History Month panel with the East End Chamber of Commerce.
That's coming up, and I'm
Okay.
looking forward to it. Yes, of course.
So that's coming up as well. We'll show the flyer for that so people can know about it. Now, I know last month, I think we had told you, but we were celebrating 5 months or 5 years of the startup of the show as a half-hour show. We've been doing it for 5 years now, over 1,000 episodes, and I don't think people understand, you played a big role with HCCTV in the beginning. Maybe you can tell us your role with HCCTV when things started up.
Well, you know, it's really wonderful to think about the past and all of the progress that we have made, because it was in the early 1990s. I think it was like around 1991, 92, when I came to the district as Associate Vice Chancellor for Academics. Dr. Green was Chancellor at the time, and he appointed me to be the lead negotiator to work with the city of Houston to get one of the access channels. And so I was instrumental in going to City Hall and meeting with the council members and so forth. And very gratefully, we were able to be awarded this channel. And I think it's something that has really progressed, because there were some stipulations initially with respect to what we could air, how we would reach out and so forth. And there was a small amount of money that was allocated to us as well. But to look at HCC TV now and how you've progressed with all of the excellent programs, with the outreach to the community, and with the messaging that goes out with respect to all of the programs, the services, and the opportunities that HCC provides for our students and for our communities, is just really phenomenal. So I congratulate you and all of the members of the team who've been a part of this journey to make this the very, very best in TV for our viewers in our service area.
Well, you know, when I first came here to HCC TV, I started with HCC in 2012. I came here in 2015. But what astounded me was there were so many people who worked here for some time. And when you work in television, it's unusual to find people that want to stay around, because it can be a grinding business. And I'm proud to say a lot of those people are still here today. You know, a lot of them, you know, Dr. Tony Rayo, Willie Bryant, and others, you know, Chris Bourne, the chief broadcast engineer. They've been here for quite some time. But we've gone through a lot of evolutions.
Precisely.
This show being a live show, we do it on a Monday through Friday basis. But I know we started something a few years back, and we didn't know the world was going to change in March of 2025. We started live streaming. And that has been very important to us in keeping the message out there. How important is it, you think, to have not only an educational station, but one that does live programming daily that can get the news out that you need to get out, or that the college needs to get out?
You know, that's so important, because now with the smartphones as well, our students and prospective students and the community in general, they're able to follow us. They're able to see the messaging that is going out with respect to those students who are interested in courses and programs and services and updates. They're able to get that as well. So that is why that live streaming is so important also. And once again, I commend you, because even with the podcast, I remember when you established that also here. And of course, I don't want to be remiss and not acknowledge Credential Up Houston.
Sure.
Because we were able to establish that program, and it has run for many, many years, with a number of shows, a number of guests from throughout the community. I think that's one of the ways that we are able to connect with our students and with our partners and prospective partners as well. Live streaming makes a difference, in addition to the regular programming that we have.
I know it helped us when we went to COVID, and we were all working at home, because we were able to keep the programming going during COVID. And, you know, you don't realize until you go through something like that, how much information people need. That's because really our audience were all our students, our faculty, our staff, and they were wanting to know, hey, when are we going back to work? How's this going to work out? We just didn't know, but we were getting the information as they needed.
Yes. Well, you know, I can remember one of the interviews that I did was with one of the vice chancellors from Carnegie Mellon. And we were talking about the autonomous vehicles and what they were doing, because they had been leaders for a number of years in that area and in the industry. And they've gotten all kinds of funding opportunities through the federal government as well. And so we were looking at expanding into autonomous vehicle training as well. And so it was a program that we did on Credential Up Houston, for example, that was live streamed as well. And we got a lot of positive feedback from our community viewers. But yes, during COVID, there was so much loneliness among so many people, that to have the programs that they could depend upon coming on regularly to provide them with the information that they were seeking made a huge difference in my estimation.
Well, you got to really hand it to not only, the IT folks, our folks behind the
Yes.
scenes here
Yes.
who were able to figure all that out and then spread it out across the district.
Of
I mean, it
course.
wasn't just HCCTV. We were all doing, teaching virtually. I mean,
Yes.
the school, I was amazed working at an organization like this, hadn't done something like that.
Right.
We're all doing new things and how quickly we were able to adapt.
It is phenomenal, because during that period of time as well, when everything for the most part was closed, with the online college
Mhm.
as an example.
Yeah.
As you said, no one knew, but we were able to scale up and put all of the systems in place. So it became pretty much turnkey. And so
Like
65,
seamless.
absolutely, 65,000 students were able to continue their education. And interestingly, one of the young ladies who was working with the dental clinic was interviewed and was one of our student success stories. She talked about how easy it was for her to continue her education because the degree plan, everything was made available to her,
Yeah.
fully online. And we were able to continue that pace of serving our students during that period.
It was an amazing time. I'm glad to have been here during that, to witness all
Yes.
that. You mentioned Credential Up, and I don't know if we want to let the cat out of the bag. I know we've got another surprise show that we're working on with Dr. Ford Fisher. You'll be seeing it in the future. Talent Strong Texas.
Absolutely.
With Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher.
Yes.
You want to give us just a real briefly, a little vision of, I know we haven't done the first episode yet. We're still in pre-production, but a little bit of your vision with the show.
Well, the show is one that obviously coincides with how we now serve our residents within the Houston community, because we recognize that education and training are both critically important. We can reach out in many ways through multiple modalities to serve our residents. This is a part of creating a talent strong Houston. And as a result of creating a talent strong Houston, we are contributing to a talent strong Texas,
Right.
and a talent strong nation, and a talent strong economy. Because when you start looking at all of the industries within our area, within Houston itself, we have 24 Fortune 500 companies. We have the Texas Medical Center. We have oil and gas.
Mhm.
We have all of these industries, the Johnson Space Center. We have all of what individuals can say helps to drive a strong economy here,
Yeah.
that helps Texas to create a strong economy. And ultimately, the entire nation benefits from that and everything that is done here in Houston and in the state of Texas. So that's where we want to focus, how we're able to keep that momentum going in order to ensure that everyone is able to embrace that mission, embrace that message, and help us to create that opportunity for education and
Right.
training for all of the residents of our community, to serve all of these industries that are in need of talent in order to keep their competitive edge in the work that they do.
Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher, our guest this morning, live in our studio. Talent Strong Texas is the name of the show. Look for it in the very near future as we launch season 1. This is just going to be season 1.
Season
There's going to be
1.
more after that.
Wonderful.
We appreciate you joining us this morning.
You are so welcome as
Friend of
always.
HCC, and we're
Thank you.
so proud to have you here with us at the
Thank you.
college.
Thank you so very, very much. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Indeed. Thank you.
We're going to take a short break. It is Tasty Tuesday, rodeo time. We're going to combine the two with one of our friends of the show, a local bakery. Benji's back with the Tasty Tuesday guest in 60 seconds.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars. Really tall. I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
All right, we're back on Up to the Minute, and now we're moving on to JJ Benka, Marketing Director of Three Brothers Bakery, and our Tasty Tuesday guest. Welcome to the show, JJ.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Good. Glad to have you on the show. I mean, I know we talked about this earlier with Todd. Rodeo is my favorite time of the year, so I can't
Same.
wait to hear all about your rodeo treats and more. So let's start with that, with rodeo, and what you have to offer for the season.
So we do a selection. So every holiday, not just the rodeo, but we usually create custom, we call them dip deck cookies, which are these big gingerbread cookies that we coat in icing and then decorate with buttercream icing. So they have about what I would say is like half an inch worth of icing on them, but they're delicious. And then we have our royalized cookies with the cows and the cowboy boots and the cowboy hats. A crowd favorite for us that we just started last year are our cow cupcakes. So we have these absolutely adorable cupcakes that look like little cows with flowers in their hair. And I think that's one of my favorites for sure.
Awesome, awesome. And you only do these during rodeo season, right?
Correct. Yes. So during the rodeo, you can get all these. We do special orders year round. So
Okay.
if you have a special event that's outside of the rodeo season, just give one of our stores a call. We keep our holiday products on our website year round. They're just out of stock. So if you see something you like, you can call the store and be like, hey, I saw we even do a royalized gingy that's got the full chaps and everything. So you can place those if you're having a Western theme party or anything. We do those year round.
Okay, awesome. And you also do some good works with your baking. I mean, tell us about Cookies for a Cause.
So that is a program that we kicked off last year. It started the year before that when we partnered with Bear, which is a foundation that works with foster children. We partnered with them and sold some cookies at half off, and we're like, man, this is an amazing opportunity for us to really work with local charities. So we developed what we call Cookies for a Cause, and every month we partner with a different charity. We sell royalized cookies with their logo on it and put information on their charity in our bakeries, all four locations, online and for shipping. And then 50% of those proceeds go back to the charity. So we're able to do that most months. We can't do it during November, December because of Christmas and Thanksgiving, but the rest of the year we do it.
Awesome. And so what do you think is the importance these products play in community engagement?
So being a bakery that's been around for 75 years, community is what keeps us in business. We're not a big fad bakery. We don't have like one signature product that keeps us going. We have a wide selection in our community, and what people bring to us are kind of what keep us open and allow us to even open more locations. So we're up to 4 locations in Houston, and without the support of our community and these programs, we wouldn't have that.
Awesome. That's great to hear. And I know this month has a special meaning for your spring promotion, right?
It is, yeah. So for March, we really wanted to feature some products that maybe we love at the bakery. It's our favorite thing, but maybe our customers haven't tried yet. So we started with our, what did we start with? We did black and white cookies.
Okay.
Then we did $3.14 pie slices for Pie Month. This week, I know, right? Yeah. This week we did it's 2 for $3 cannolis. Our cannolis are one of my favorite things that we make. And then we'll end out the month with our eclairs. So we'll have our eclairs on special for $3.50.
Awesome. And I mean, Three Brothers Bakery is kind of like a staple of Houston for being a bakery. And I know some people might have not heard of it yet. Tell us about some of the products that kind of make y'all Three Brothers Bakery. I know there's one product that y'all have that, you can kind of only find at Three Brothers Bakery.
Well,
And
what do you think it is? You tell
I
me what
think
you think it is.
it's that pie
Oh, the
cake.
apple it went very viral a few years back. It's basically 3 pies baked into 3 cakes, stacked, iced, cut, delicious. You can find it all over YouTube. It's on Netflix. That is everywhere. I would say our day-to-day specials aren't so much that pie. It's a $300 cake, I think. And it takes an army to eat it. But our gingerbread men, our mail order pecan pies, those are kind of our standard, really popular items every day.
Yeah, and the pecan pie I would say would be the
Yes,
another one that's a very popular item from your store, right?
yes, very much so. We ship out over the holiday season in November and December. Gosh, we ship maybe like 1,500 a day.
Wow. A
Yeah,
day.
it's a day. Yeah. So when we do mail order pies, we do mail order pies and they're delicious and fresh. And we work with corporates and they send out like 500 for their clients. So pecan pie is a really big staple for us. And then our gingerbread men, which we do year round.
Wow. And I know the next major holiday here is coming up. It would be Easter. I mean,
Yep.
anything that y'all do for Easter?
Everything. So adorable bunny butt cakes. That seems to be the most popular. We call them like carved cakes. So they kind of look like a bunny. And then just our dip decks, which are those cookies I was talking about earlier, Petafors, which are little tiny cakes, royalized cookies, all the goodies. We've got them all for every holiday.
Awesome. I mean, and like I said, for people who haven't heard of Three Brothers Bakery, where can we find you? Where can we go on social media and find you also? I mean, tell us about some of the locations and stuff like that where we
Yeah,
could
of course.
more
So,
information.
yeah, threebrothersbakery.com is our website. Three Brothers Bakery is where you'll find us on social media. Three Brothers Bakery everywhere. Just search us that. That's how you'll find us. We have 4 locations in Houston right now. Our original one that most people know is in the Braeswood area. It's off of Braeswood and Stella Link. We also have our Memorial location, which is kind of right behind the hospital in the mall. One in off of Washington in the Heights, and then as well as our newer location in Tanglewood.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, JJ Benka. She is the
Thank you.
marketing director of Three Brothers Bakery and our Tasty Tuesday guest. And we'll have all of your info on our post after the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Benjamin. You have a great day.
Of course, no problem. All right, coming up next, we have a quick commercial break, but Todd and I will return with some news announcements, so stay tuned.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
That one day at PE when they were like yelling at me and then you just linked arms with me. I don't think you know how much like that helped me. I finally like knew that I had somebody.
Welcome back to Up to the Minute. Todd Duplantis here, live at HCCTV studios with some news and announcements for things happening across the district. One of them happening on tomorrow, Classroom to Careers. It's an alumni series. HCC Alumni Association's professional development series focus on the future. Speed interviewing with success will help students master the art of interviewing. It's 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. tomorrow, March 19th at the Katy campus. Our post will have some information on this after our show. And March Madness is almost here, Benji. And Southeast College is already getting ready to celebrate.
Yes, now that spring is here, students can take a serious step towards fitness with HCC recreational sports and student life workshops throughout March. This will take place Wednesdays from noon to 1 p.m. And on March 19th, they'll have Skills Challenge at the HCC Southeast campus. So check our post after the show for more info.
Benji, are you going to put together a bracket this year?
Yeah, and have the fictional Gonzaga school on there.
Yeah.
I mean, is that a real school? Is that a real?
You really are young, aren't you? They were a Cinderella story years ago. And yeah, they're going to be a big deal. It's going to be, can't eliminate the first round, but it hopefully will be a great year. I'm going to put together something, and I think you know who I'm going to pick to go all the way.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, so go Cougs. There you
Yep.
go. All right. Okay, more announcements. TSI boot camps, prepare for success. We're hosting a TSI boot camp designed to help anyone from high school students to adult learners to those simply returning to school excel on the Texas Success Initiative. assessment, known as TSI. These boot camps are pathways to confidence and readiness, 8 a.m. to noon, Saturday, March 22nd at the Spring Branch, North Line, South, West Loop, and Fraga campuses. We went through that too fast. Check the post. We'll have more info on this. And Women's History Month happening as well, Benji.
Yes, in honor of Women's History Month, HCC Libraries will host an engaging event featuring guest speakers, makerspace activities, student clubs, and refreshments. This will take place Thursday, March 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Central Campus Harmon Building. Check out our post for the show for more info.
So we want to get down to registration because, believe it or not, summer registration is already here. Summer classes will start not that long from now. And we've got graduation. So make sure you sign up for classes before we get to the end of the semester. It's the best time to do so. We got 5 ways to learn, 2 of them completely online, 2 of them were hybrid, and then in-person classes available as well. You can go to hccs.edu/apply. Tomorrow, we'll welcome HCC's online college vice president to discuss Proxy Gallery, which is hosting 2 guest artists from LA, one of whom will also join us here. And for Good Works Wednesday, Spectrum Fusion returns to talk about its budding partnership with HTV to connect adults with autism to the world of media production. That's tomorrow on the show. Benji, are you here on the show the rest of the week, or what do you got going on?
Not yet, at least.
Okay, we'll see.
It's never say never with me.
Are you going to the rodeo before it ends?
Yeah, I am actually. I'll be there for Parker McCollum.
Parker McCollum. Okay. Yeah. Tonight's supposed to be a big night too, right?
Today, what's today? I'm blanking out. Post Malone. Oh my gosh, yeah.
They say he could break energy records with
I think so. I think so. Well, for it being a rodeo performance, I think he might break the record, but the King, George Strait, has a record for NRG attendance because they close off the rodeo portion and then it's just all seats on the floor. So 82,000 people in NRG.
Good. Well, there you go. We'll see what happens tonight. All right, Benji, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll be back tomorrow live, 10 a.m. up to the minute.